I've got something to tell you. It's my password to everything. Every website I use, banks, credit cards, all my logins. Can you keep a secret? It's where I live now, where I used to live, and where I live now. All one word. Oops, I probably shouldn't have told you that. Hi, I'm James, and this is My Last 20. That's right, today we're moving back into the less than exciting realm of safety and security. While this may seem like something you could skip due to the draw of other excitement available to you from, say, watching ice melt, stay with me for a while. I promise I'll convince you. Back when skydiving was dangerous and the internet was safe, we all came up with a password. Mine, and I can tell you this because I don't use it anymore, was Ghost. If the site required a capital letter, it was capital G, H-O-S-T. A number made it Ghost 1, and when the move came to an 8-character minimum, I settled on Ghost 111. Very creative. What an idiot I was! With that one password, anyone who hacked into one other site would have my login information for everything. Sure, it wouldn't have been a big deal if a disgruntled employee from the local pizza place could get into my account and see my recent orders. But if that same information unlocked my bank account, that would be bad. That meant I needed to have a different password for every site I used, which was impossible because I, for one, can barely remember my own phone number, let alone a set of unique passwords for the dozens of websites I regularly visit. Then, something really scary happened. Brute force cracking. In the olden days, like 2012, many people use something personal as their password. Their dog's name, their birthday backwards, their kid's name, something that somebody who knew them could guess easily. You've seen this in the movie. Computers got really fast and hackers got really lazy, so they came up with the brute force attack. In a brute force attack, a computer is set loose and guesses every possible combination of a password until it guesses correctly. Ha! You might say. That will take forever. But that is before you found out that a good brute force attack can guess upwards of 10 million passwords per second. And these guessing computers can be run in parallel, resulting in the ability to guess hundreds of billions per second. Here is the password alphabet. Capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, 0 to 9, and some special characters. It's a total of 70. That means there are 70 possible one-character passwords, 4,900 two-character passwords, 343,000 three-character passwords, and so on. By the time you get to your very tricky FIDO123 $ password, the total possible guesses are 576,480,100,000,000, a number which would take a good random guesser about 45 minutes to figure out. Yikes! And more yikes when you consider that computers are getting faster all the time, hackers don't have anything better to do, and if a hacker gets your password from somebody else, like Home Depot, Target, Yahoo, Equifax, Anthem, Adobe, you're screwed. Unless, that is, every website you use has a different password. Which is what brought me back to square one. I went through and gave every website I used its own unique 20-character password. This, even considering advances in computing, will protect me until well beyond the time the universe cools to absolute zero and life becomes very dull. Now, given that there is no way I could remember all those passwords, in my case nearly 300, I enlisted some help. A small piece of software called a password manager. A password manager creates the passwords for me. It saves the username and password combination, and it even logs me in automatically when I visit a website. And by using my master password as a security key, encrypts everything so that nobody else can get in without knowing that master password. There are a number of these password managers: RoboForm, which is the one I use, LastPass, which is the one I used to use, Dashlane, and a bunch more. I've put a link to a review of them all down in the description so you can have a look. Since most of the functionality is common across them all, there are two things you have to make sure they have. First is portability. You want to be able to enter a password on your computer and have it also on your tablet app or other browser. It does no good to have this list of highly secured passwords on one device and the same list in text on another. I know, I've tried. Second is a good reporting option. You need a way to go through your existing passwords and find duplicates or weak ones so that you can make them better. We're going to set one up here on the computer. I'll be using RoboForm as an example because it's the one I use, but all the others work pretty much the same. You'll usually be able to get a free one-device account so that you can make sure you're happy with the way the program works before you shell out any cash. You can also try other programs as well, or even try multiple programs at the same time so you can do a side-by-side comparison. Here's the RoboForm homepage, and you can go in and click around for information about how the program works and what it does for you. When you've decided to try it, hit the Get RoboForm Free button or download. Once it's downloaded, just do a regular install on your computer and you're set. But now is the time you have to be creative. You still need to have one password that you can remember, but nobody else could ever figure out. It should be long and very hard to guess, but something that you know and will always know. I already told you mine. A simple, easy to remember combination facts about me. But because each of those facts has several permutations, unless you already knew the password, it would be nearly impossible to guess. For example, JWE 1953 exclamation point would be easy to remember, but also pretty easy to get. Capital X $ FD709 would be hard to remember, hard to guess, but also really easy to fail under a brute force attack. Something along the lines of, "Up until Dallas came on TV, nobody could pronounce my last name," is an amazing master password. It's something I will know forever. It would also be impossible to guess, and it would take a brute force attacker more time than is left in this universe and the next to crack. Now that last one is a little bit longer than I'd probably want to use, but you get the idea. Simple to remember, hard for anybody else to guess, even if they knew all the things about you that you've included in your password. And it's impossible to break by brute force. If you can get a master password of, say, 20 characters or so, you're safe. Once you have the password manager installed on your computer, you just have to save all your existing passwords and then change them to something both unrememberable and unguessable. The password manager will remember them for you. While I would recommend immediately changing anything to do with money, like banks, credit cards, investment accounts, all those type of websites, the others, like the website you buy your cat food from, you can just change the next time you log in. Now, when you first log into a website, your password manager will offer to save your login information automatically. This saves you some typing, and will also generate a new password for you if you want. You just click Generate or New Password or something like that, give it the number of characters you want, and you're set. When that's done, you just copy and paste it into the website's password change, and you're done. After that, the password manager takes care of the rest. On sites that allow it, the password manager will automatically fill in your username and password and even press login for you. Some sites will require filling the information in with a click, but that's about it. Very rarely you'll have to do a copy and paste if the website or app doesn't allow autofill. But other than remembering your master password, you're done with dealing with passwords. Forever. Go do this. You'll sleep better, you'll be safer from identity theft, and there will be much less of a chance that you'll wake up to an empty bank account or find your Social Security has been transferred to a bank in Nigeria. I'm James, and this has been My Last 20. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.